They say monsters rule the underworld of Italy, men with iron hearts who feel nothing and fear no one. But even the coldest men alive can be shattered in a single moment. This story begins on a freezing night outside a mafia warehouse on the outskirts of Naples, a night when a powerful mafia boss, feared by all, opened a metal door, and found a woman and her young son lying in the dirt, beaten so badly that they could barely breathe. He should have walked away. Men like him didn't save people, they broke them. But that night was different, because the moment he saw the boy try to shield his mother, despite his small trembling hands, something inside him changed forever, and from that moment onward, he didn't just protect them, he claimed them. "Stand up," the mafia boss said. His voice wasn't harsh. It was quiet. "You're safe now. Both of you are mine." The sky hung low like a heavy curtain, hiding the moon behind thick storm clouds. The warehouse sat on the edge of the abandoned pier district, where sea winds carried secrets nobody was meant to hear. Inside, men stacked crates, counted money, smoked thick cigars. The scent of oil and salt water lingered in the air. Lorenzo De Luca, the don of the De Luca family, signed off ledgers in silence. His reputation alone made men lower their eyes around him. His suits were always immaculate, his expression unreadable. To outsiders he was stone, but inside him was a history full of fractures. As he prepared to leave, thunder cracked. Lightning revealed something outside. Two shapes slumped near the metal door. Lorenzo paused. At first, he assumed it was just another warning from rival families. But when he stepped closer, his world seemed to slow. A woman. Thin, bruised, her face swollen, her lip bleeding. Her dress was torn, her body shaking uncontrollably. Beside her, a small boy no more than 7 clung to her, eyes wide with fear. His knees were scraped, his shirt ripped. Lorenzo knelt slowly. The woman whispered weakly, struggling to speak. "Please, not again." The boy put his arm in front of her, trying to protect her. "Don't touch my mom," he whispered. His voice trembled but held a strange, fragile bravery. Lorenzo felt something he had not felt in a long time: recognition. That fearless fear. He remembered himself at that age, standing over his mother's body, powerless. His jaw tightened. "Who did this to you?" he asked. The woman looked away, tears falling. "My husband. Please, we had nowhere else to go. We ran. He found us. We ran again. I don't know where to go anymore. I'm sorry. We didn't mean to come here. Please, don't hurt my son." Lorenzo stood slowly, rain sliding off his coat. "What is your name?" he asked. "Alessia," she whispered, "and this is Matteo." Lorenzo looked at the boy. Matteo was shaking, pale, but his arm stayed wrapped around his mother, refusing to let go. Protective. Brave. Too brave for such a small child. Lorenzo had enemies, many of them. But this wasn't mafia business. This was cruelty. Cowardice. A man who hurt his own family. Lorenzo turned to the guard. "Get my car. And call the doctor. Now." The guards hesitated. "Boss, do you want us to move them somewhere?" Lorenzo's voice cut the air like a blade. "They are coming with me." He removed his coat and draped it around Alessia's shoulders. The fabric engulfed her. She looked up in disbelief, her lips trembling. "You're safe here," he said softly. "Both of you are mine now. Healing begins at the De Luca estate." Medical staff treated her wounds. Matteo refused to leave his mother's side, even for a moment. Lorenzo watched quietly. When the boy finally fell asleep, curled beside her, Lorenzo remained in the doorway, arms crossed, his thoughts deep. Why did he care? He had seen the world at its worst. He had dealt its worst, and yet, the next morning, Alessia woke, startled by the elegant guest room around her: white curtains, polished floors, the scent of lavender. Matteo slept peacefully beside her. She swung her legs to stand, but pain shot through her ribs. A maid rushed in. "Please, Signora, don't move. Don Lorenzo has ordered your comfort." Alessia froze. The name was familiar. Feared. Danger. The door opened. Lorenzo entered, hands in pockets, expression calm. "You're safe here," he repeated, her voice cracked. "Why help us? You don't know us." He paused, eyes distant. "Because once, someone helped me." His voice carried truth, something broken behind it, and for the first time in years, Alessia felt the faintest thread of safety. But safety was never simple, and peace was never free, because somewhere out there, her husband was still looking for her, and he was getting closer. Before he could take another step, Lorenzo stepped forward. "No," Lorenzo said quietly, "she is not yours. Not anymore. Giovanni laughed. And who are you to say that? Lorenzo didn't raise his voice. He didn't need to. His presence spoke. I am the man who protects what others break. Giovanni lunged. A flash. A struggle. The ground echoed with the sound of a single deafening shot. Giovanni fell. Alessia covered her mouth, shaking, but not from grief, from release. Her chains had finally broken. A new life begins. Weeks later, Alessia and Matteo stood in the garden. Sunlight warmed the world. Roses bloomed. Matteo ran to Lorenzo and hugged him. Are we staying here forever? He asked. Lorenzo looked at Alessia. She looked back, eyes full of gratitude and something deeper. You can stay, Lorenzo said, as long as you wish. Alessia nodded, tears in her eyes. She wasn't a prisoner, she wasn't owned, she was safe, and Lorenzo, for the first time in his life, felt something he thought he had lost long ago. Family. Sometimes the strongest families are not the ones we are born into, but the ones who find us when we have nothing left. Even the darkest hearts can learn to protect instead of destroy, and every broken soul deserves a place to call